Hello, my name is Belinda and I'm currently in training to become a certified GLP-1 life coach, and I'm not here to promote or prescribe anything. What I want to talk about today is something that every woman deserves when starting out any kind of treatment, and that's informed consent. So what is informed consent? We all know what the word informed means, and we all know what the word consent means. But informed consent means that you agree to a medical treatment, like starting a GLP-1 medication. You're given clear, honest, and complete information about, like, what the treatment is, why it's being recommended, what the possible side effects and what the risks are as well, and what the expected benefits are going to be, what are the alternatives, including doing nothing, and how it might affect, like, say, your life emotionally, your life physically, or even socially. And most important, that you're given the time and the space and respect to make a decision that feels right for you in that moment, that you're not making a decision while you're under pressure, or you're not making a decision like that because of shame that you feel, and you're not making a decision whilst you're confused. Now, when I spoke to Dr. Mick Crotty from My Best Weight, this is what he said about informed consent. So, quoting him now, informed consent is about giving people a balanced and adequate amount of information so they can decide what's right for them. The challenge, I suppose, for him is making sure he gives enough to be helpful without overwhelming his patients, and recognizing that people often come in to him with preconceived ideas that influence what they hear and what they retain. It's not about telling people what to do, because there often isn't one right answer. It's about clearly outlining the advantages and disadvantages of different options. And that really landed with me, because in this space, in this GLP-1 space, informed consent is often missing. Some women are handed a piece of paper, a prescription, with no proper explanation of what is to be expected. Others are misled into thinking it's a magic fix when it's actually like a serious medical intervention. That's what these medications are. And many aren't even warned about the identity shifts, the emotional changes, or the very, very real mental side effects with this medication. And I've spoken about that on my Instagram. I've been talking about it for about 2 years now. And almost none of us are told how to support our mental health or muscle mass, or even talk about long-term goals with this medication. And this is the first time in history that this kind of medication has become available to us, and it's right here, right now, and it's in our grasp, but I don't think we're getting enough care with it. That's my opinion. Actually, I know we're not, we're really not. But we are living through the beginning of a new era for women's health, but that means we need to support each other. We need to be able to advocate for ourselves, especially when we're speaking to our doctor, our endocrinologist, or anybody else in this space that is out there prescribing this medication. And we need to make sure that our voices aren't shushed because of the stigma of weight. So if you're unsure whether you've been given proper informed consent, it's okay to ask more questions. You're allowed to advocate for yourself, and you deserve to understand exactly what you're stepping into, and you deserve support in the full journey. And it's just, I think that's missing.